Well, hello everybody. We're just gonna try this out. I am just starting a new world of this game, Don't Starve, and I'm playing with kind of the default character, Wilson, and I thought I would invite you guys to play along with me. Don't Starve is very much just that. It's a survival game that you jump on in. You're dropped into the middle of this world with nothing, and you need to collect resources and craft things in attempt to not starve. There's bad guys, there's neutral characters, there's things that help, there's things that hurt, and for some strange reason I am highly addicted to this game. It's very grindy. You gotta pick everything up, you have to try everything, you have to learn all the things, and then if you die, you have to do it all over again. Start right at the beginning. And I don't know, I just really like it. I have spent a ridiculous amount of time playing it over the last month, 2 months or so. And I just got a goal. I gotta beat the longest days. I think the longest I've ever made it is 58 days. Before I've died and couldn't come back to life. There's a few altars or kind of respawn. I don't know what I would call them. Altars, I guess. Touchstones that allow you to respawn. If you find them, if you're lucky enough to find them. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of collecting resources. Wilson and I are hanging out. Sometimes I end up talking to Wilson a little bit. He's the default guy. You can unlock characters as you play, and to use in different worlds and at different times. But I like Wilson. I find he's the most easiest to control, and yeah. So you have to craft things. Like I just picked up some sticks and some flint, and I made an axe. So now I'm chopping down trees. To the left of the screen there is your controls. It's kind of your menu, things you can do. Like you can create your crafting. It's essentially your crafting. And so I can make a campfire and a torch and those sort of things. Up to the top corner here is your health, your hunger, and your sanity. You have to try and stay sane as well, which is always kind of fun, because you start seeing things if you go crazy, and you'll like run out into the night and die horribly. Lots of ways to die horribly in this game. So I'm just collecting resources. I try not to be too greedy when I'm collecting things. For one, because you never know when you'll need it later. For two, monsters will come out and get you. If you cut down too many trees without replanting, you will... a tree monster will come and try to attack you. You could attempt to go for the turkey, but he's gonna outrun you every time, so... Ooh, but probably not when he's stuck in the corner. Ha 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 ha. That was fortunate. That almost never happens. The berries will grow back. The carrots do not. The bees will sting you if you hit them. The saplings grow back and the grass grows back. The trees will not grow back unless you replant them. One of the first things I do is I kind of just cruise around and explore the landscape, looking for a great place to set up a base. You always need... Well, I find that I like to actually play with two home bases. One kind of nicely spread apart so that I can get to and from places the home bases, in my opinion, should be about a little less than a day's walking distance apart. I tend to follow paths just to see where they're going. They often lead to fun things, but sometimes they lead to danger. And that happens too. As you see, because it's dusk, my sanity's going down. He apparently doesn't like he doesn't like nighttime. Who can blame him, really? Come on. Hanging out in the dark. My hunger goes down, obviously. Your health will stay consistent unless you eat something you're not supposed to, or get attacked by something and get hit. Yeah. So Wilson and I just kind of cruise around. Ooh, that's fortunate. This little thing is called an eyebone. And yeah, keep it in your inventory and it gives you a pet. And not just any pet, a pet that carries things. There he comes. His name is Chester. Hello, Chester. Well, I'm gonna do this while I'm here. I'm gonna build a campfire right away because it is getting to be dark, and once it's dark, you don't last more than about 5-6 seconds in the dark without a fire before something eats you. You never see what eats you, just something eats you. And the way I'm gonna do this Don't Starve series is I'm gonna play while recording with you guys all the time. I'm never gonna kind of cut out and skip things because you never know when you're gonna die. At least I never know when I'm gonna die. And it doesn't take much to make a mistake and end up dead. So I'm going to film them all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 Don't Starve days per film, and I will not play in the world if I'm not filming. And so means I'll probably have 3 or 4 worlds on the go because that's what I like. Yeah, so we're gonna do 2 Don't Starve days during filming, and you'll see it all in case all of a sudden I die horribly. So in a small attempt for some protection, I'm gonna make myself a grass suit. I'm gonna cook my berries, cook my drumsticks. Look at the time. I'm probably fine without adding any logs because nighttime's almost over. Logs give you more flame longer than sticks, but you could put twigs in too. Which maybe I should. I'll throw a twig in there just to beef it up just a little bit. Eat a berry. Keep my stomach somewhat full. Yeah, let's take a peek at my map. So I've wandered quite a bit. I'm going to follow this edge of this world back around and bring myself back up over to where I started, I think. Collecting resources as I go. And so I always suggest to myself, because I do that sometimes, to make sure I have enough stuff on me at all times to have a fire. That way, if I get sidetracked and all of a sudden it's nighttime, or nighttime's approaching and I wasn't paying attention and I'm not ready for it, I'll always be ready for it, even if I'm not anywhere close to my house. Yeah, I just think that's the smartest. Oh, well, I'm not going to follow this completely around. Oh, yeah, I will. Let's explore. Let's see what's over here. Those are pigs. The pigs are neutral unless you hit them. If you hit them, they will hit you back. And they are a lot tougher than you are. At least without any armor. Oh, this is a something to find so early on. This is Maxwell. Well, Maxwell, a statue of Maxwell. He's the guy who put you in here. Oh, a shovel. That's nice. And, yeah, this is kind of funny. Just a whole bunch of headstones. You can check them. That's Kelly. That's Jeff. Brooke. I've actually never read all these. Kevin, Wade. I wonder if those are people who maybe created the game. That would be funny. Slaw. You can dig these up if you want. There's evil flowers. See, my sanity's going down. I don't like it in here. There's evil flowers and stuff too that you can pick. These are spider eggs or spider nests. If you go in the web, spiders will come out and try to get you. I don't want to fight him right now because I don't really have a good weapon. An axe isn't a great weapon. Hey, this is one of those touchstones I was referring to. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight. Oh, no, you're gonna leave me alone? He's not gonna leave me alone. I'm gonna have to fight him. So I can fight him with an axe. It's not. They're pretty easy. They're not too hard to kill. They drop things like, as you can see, spider glands. They also drop spider web or silk and meat. But you don't really want to eat monster meat unless you have to, because it kind of fills your stomach but hurts your health and shrivels your brain a little bit. I'm going to activate this touchstone. So if I was to die, I will respawn here. Which probably means it would be a good thing to put my base somewhere near the touchstone. Oh, wow. This is Maxwell's door. This is the gateway to... What's it the gateway to? To adventure mode. So if I wanted to take a break in the middle and play adventure mode and then come back to this world, I can do that through this gate in this game. They're not always the first thing you find. These worlds are quite large, so this is... But they're randomly generated, and so it's pretty fun the first couple days to explore and see what's going on and where you are. More spiders and more pigs. Often pigs and spiders will live nearby. Spiders also come out at night and roam around, but if you have a campfire going, they will usually stay away from it if you don't feel like fighting them. I'm gonna pick up my little extra wood here so that I can have a nice big campfire going. I don't really like to waste anything, so now that I have a shovel, I'm gonna dig out my stumps as I go so that I get a little extra wood. This is a wormhole. Ah! Wasn't gonna do that. Well, I jumped through a wormhole. We can see where that brings me. It brings me to a different part of the map. So you can see I'm far away from where I was. And I have no idea. If I was to jump through it again, it would bring me back to where I was. Which I might, because as I see here, living wood, swamp. This could be a dangerous place to spend the night, because often there's spiders in this type of area, but I'm not seeing any too close, so maybe I'll just spend the night here and meander my way back in the next video, because I'm almost done my 2 days, which will make it almost 20 minutes, which is quite long enough to listen to me chat, I would think. Oh, well, it's not really taking me back. Oh, see, here we go. Grasslands. There's artifacts like this all around the world that you collect, I guess. I have never really gotten to the point where I've been picking them up. I've just kind of gotten to the point where I watch where they are and kind of... Oh, spider. We're just kind of going to go out of his range. Kind of chill out in the grasslands here. This looks good. Better make a fire before nighttime. Oh, there we go. Cook up some fresh berries. Food does spoil, so if you don't eat it quick enough, it will go bad. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just... Nighttime is a bit dull once you get... Unless you're trying not to go crazy, of course. Once you get a little further, you'll have science machines and you'll be building things and making your base, building walls and that sort of thing. Or I will be. And so you guys can watch some of that with me. And I've never dug a rabbit hole at night. Maybe does it do anything? Oh. Oh. Stay in the light, Kathy. Stay in the light, Wilson. Not sure why I would want to dig a rabbit hole, but I guess if I wanted to build a wall and it was in my way, I could do that. Yeah, so guys, this is where I'm going to end this video for now. See how this goes. If you guys like the Don't Starve videos, if this is something that you guys want to watch more of, just leave a comment, let me know, and if you have any hints or tips, but not a lot of spoilers, I'd love to hear those too, and kind of just see what's going on. So have a great day!